What's going on, everybody? Got something serious to tell you. I touched on it on a couple videos ago about the extinction of humanity. There's a conspiracy and a cult out there that was started by one man named Guy McPherson, a scientist at an academy in Arizona. He left this college for whatever reason and used his scientific knowledge to form his own formula. It's just like reading the Bible with faith. If you go into it knowing there's a God and a Jesus, that's what you're going to have. Well, he has this faith that he wants to sell people so that he can get a following for his ego. And then he goes out in a science report here and there and picks a fact out of it. That's what bullshit is. When you get a fact here and a fact there, some truth over there, and you put it together, then you fill it in with your own recipe. Bullshit. Well, people don't argue with him much, your everyday people, because he's got college degrees. Professor Emeritus. Some of the stupidest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life had college degrees. Well, he's one of them. Stupid is when you reach a point where you need to learn more about humanity or something in order to proceed, and you willingly say, no, I'm not going to learn anymore. I don't want to learn about the global consciousness. He's stupid. It's called Near Term Human Extinction. If you see the letters NTHE, that's what it is, Near Term Human Extinction. He started this about 10 years ago, made prophecies then that we had 2 more years on Earth. In 2015, I read this myself. I heard it on his videos. He said he'd be surprised if we made it past September of last year. Now he's saying that the polar cap's going to be gone by next year, all of it, where real science has it estimated to be somewhere around 2050, which is only 30 more years from now, which is why the IPCC come out with their report saying we got 12 fucking years to turn this around. In near-term human extinction, you don't have that. He's just as guilty of putting people asleep as the motherfucker in office is by denying climate change, calling it a hoax. His sycophants are going to believe him. And people vote like that. Well, McPherson takes away so much hope and happiness and joy in your life, those people probably won't even vote anymore. It's called suicide. My whole goal, my whole life has been to help somebody when I can. I've given money to people that need it, and it wasn't a loan. It was a gift. Because if they were in that tight a place to need a man like me to help them, then they're not going to ever be in a position right now where they can pay me back. I've stopped along the highways all over America when I was trucking, when I'd see a broke down car, or if I'd see somebody stop in a really lonely section of the country, out on the interstate, stop and make sure they're safe. I'm doing this to help people. I want to help people who have been caught up in this fucking thing, or when you run into it, you'll know how to deal with it. So here we go. I got to keep these short because I want to keep your attention. He's wrong. We're not going extinct by 2025. He's wrong about the ice cap. Science, real science, has debunked him. He finds some other flake scientists and realize McPherson's become popular, so they suck up to him. Oh, his cult of sheep or something, man. But they're really dumb, because I have excuse me just a second. I have commented on some of these videos, probably a dozen, and not a reply back. Not a reply. And they all say he's telling the truth. Common lay people out here stating, with no scientific knowledge, no world knowledge, no sociology knowledge, saying he's telling the facts. And that's what he said. I heard in a video out of his mouth, the only honest scientist in the fucking world. The dude is sick in the head. He's a narcissist. He's a sociopath, and possibly psychopath. There's no reason to give his message, even if it were true, because the human spirit needs to live as if there's another day tomorrow. That's how we raise our kids. That's how we fall in love. That's why we buy a dog or a cat. But it's not true what he's saying, because the world of science debunks it. 2050 is a big date to reach. That's going to be historic. And then 2100 is going to be a big date. Important thing is, who do you vote for in America? I'm telling you straight up, Bernie Sanders is the only fucking choice for saving this planet, for saving this country that there is. Drop your identity politics. It doesn't matter if he's old. He thinks like a millennial. He has changed the political conversation since he's entered the 2016 race. That's how good and powerful he is. Please get behind Bernie Sanders so that we can fight this climate change. Wake up every day and do research. What can I do myself? Well, I'm telling you what you can do right now. Become a minimalist. Don't be part of the consumer masses, spending money and just putting trash into the system and pollution into the air when they make these products. Get your vehicle with good mileage and concentrate your trips out of the house. You know, try to take care of as many as you can. Those are little things. You can become a vegetarian, vegan if you want. I'm a vegetarian. The livestock industry is causing almost half of the excess carbon in our atmosphere. It's easy, man. Just eat vegetables. I love them, man. Once you get used to just vegetables, you can't stand the taste of meat. There's all things you can do. But if you don't think there's anything you can do but vote, God damn it, you vote. You be a hero to your family, to your neighborhood. Make me proud of you. Come back and say, Lucy, I voted. Vote for Bernie Sanders in the primaries, because he's already entered the race. Don't fall for any of the establishment bullshit that's going to back Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Roy Booker, or Kirsten Gillibrand. They're already in the pocket of the corporations. So there you go. I'll be back more on this later. His only motive is to get fame and glory. And he don't care how many people he's hurting in the process, and he's hurting a lot. He didn't hurt me because I knew the game. I'm fearless. I knew the game when I saw his first video. And I had the same inspiration to go after this shit once I'd learned enough about it, the same as I do as I go after end-time preachers and religion. Y'all know how I am on religion. Well, I'm on this dude the same way, and I'm right. He's wrong. There's only evil motives for putting this shit out. Lucy, later.